I just thought I would document for y'all how I set up my humidity moisturizing system and with the proper drain for the cage, because as you all know, if you have a Jackson Chameleon, you need a lot of humidity, which precipitates a lot and eventually makes a good amount of moisture. I got this from Petco. It's just a basic micro ultrasonic humidifier, and I custom made the with PVC piping. I believe it was 1/2 inch PVC piping, little elbow to the PVC holes. You need to bore out the holes a good amount. I'm not sure on the exact measurement. I just kept going up on drill bits, but it needs to be able to drain water, otherwise it just plug up the holes and it doesn't create the mist. I also custom made this reservoir. It's a 1.5 liter versus what it comes with only a it only comes with a liter bottle. This is the 1.5, so it lasts throughout the whole day. The other one didn't last long enough for me. You just need any bottle that is rigid enough. Like a 2-liter bottle of soda won't work because it's not rigid enough. It'll just suck in when the water goes out, and it'll fill up too much in the reservoir and not work. So you need to make sure you get a rigid bottle with a 1-inch opening. And then yeah, with the screen cage, I have the 18 by 18 by 36 from LLL Reptile to make a nice drain tray, which I didn't want to have to pick it up and pick up the whole cage and move it and everything to drain it out every so many days. So what I did was I tilted it on these 3 corners basically. These are Dragon Ball Z figurine things. You can use anything you want. It's just by about 1 centimeter. I basically tilted it all to this corner, and I got a little it's like a basically a 1/2 inch barb right here, and then it goes to a 3/4 inch. So I bored a 3/4 inch hole, and this barb went up a little bit high, so it would fill up a lot of water in here. So what I did was I drilled a bunch of holes in the barb so that it drains down right away instead of filling all the way up to the top of the barb. You can see a couple of the holes right there, and then that's just a 1/2 inch tube, and I have it hidden behind my trash can into a 2-liter reservoir, which should last probably about a week until I have to dump it out. So that's good enough. And if you want to make a bigger reservoir, you can make it as big or small as you like, but I don't really see anybody out there doing a job like this. This is the cleanest and nicest way to set up a reservoir, in my opinion, and also cost effective. The tray only costs, the tray is the most expensive part. It costed about 23 bucks plus shipping, so like 30 bucks to get here. But you know, the barb was pretty cheap, 3 bucks for the barb, and the tubing was a couple bucks. The PVC setup up here only costed a couple bucks. So yeah, cheapest and cleanest, best way to make a humidifier system for your cage. And also I have the humidifier set on intervals on its own timer to go on and off throughout the day to keep the humidity how you like. You could use a probe to automatically control it, but wasn't, after spending over $400 something on this, I didn't want to spend any more money on the lights or it's on its own timer. Yeah, so that's my cage, and in case you're wondering, yes, my Jackson Chameleon is in there. His name is Master Yoda. He's fat and happy in the perfect environment. Those are real plants. This is an umbrella tree and a bromeliad. Helps hold moisture, and it looks really cool and nice, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes. So that's my setup. Now y'all know how to do it. Those are UV bulbs, UVB bulbs to the top. My room gets really hot because I have a coral reef fish tank, which is another amazing feat of technology on its own that I've built over a couple of years, and I spent almost $7 grand on that thing now. All rare corals, and rare fish. It's my wrasse. My black ice clowns are my rarest fish. I love them. Awesome pair of clowns I've had for 2.5 going on 3 years now. I've had my wrasse for about 3 years now. Got a Fugium hanging on side. I got 2 Brazilian seahorses in here and a white dwarf clown angler, perfectly Fugium, filled with copepods. And yeah, I don't want to explain my tank. This video is more about my chameleon stuff right now. My tank, I could explain all day. It's got every technological piece you could want. But anyways, that also makes more heat in the room because the chiller is going on that. So yeah, the temperature's not too bad because it's kind of a cool day, but I purposely use the compact bulbs that put out almost no heat because my cage is at the perfect temperature that I would ever want it at without any heat or basking that I need. It only puts out like maybe 5 degrees hotter up here at the most. I don't need a heat bulb. So you got to be aware of that for Jacksons because I need slightly cooler conditions. The humidity is perfectly at about 80 right now, so we're good. So that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'd throw that out there for everyone who's wondering, how do I make a good drain? That's how you do it.